Welcome to Know Your School Night at Bronco High School, the school where great things happen. My name is Rosa Abraham, and I am your child teacher. I am a native of El Salvador and Nicaragua, and I have lived in Worcester since 1985. I have a master's degree in education and a master in Spanish literature, all from Worcester State University. Currently, I teach Spanish 1 and 2, Spanish for Native Speaker 1, and Spanish language and literature 3. I have 23 years of experience, two at the Seventh day Adventist Academy, located in Worcester, and 21 at the Worcester Public School District. Let me introduce you our classroom. This is where your child and I meet every day and make knowledge interesting. This is we are practicing our Spanish every single day in a very productive way. Spanish language and literature 3 has the intention that your child will communicate in the interpretative, interpersonal, and presentational modes in the language that we're studying, which is Spanish. In addition, they will gain an understanding of the target language, target culture by making comparisons and connecting to their own language and culture. Furthermore, they will be able to apply the skills and knowledge acquired in future careers in life experience. And I believe that's the purpose of this program, the dual language program. When we are meeting every day and they are in contact with the Spanish language, with the listening, that will allow them to speak, write, read, and understand correctly. In fact, we have the syllabus of this class in the Google Classroom where your child can access anytime as well as you. Our goal proficiency level that we have for this class is advanced intermediate, where speaking in the target language is 100%. This particular curriculum that we have in the dual language, which we call Spanish language and literature 3, it has a quite interesting units, very similar to the AP Spanish literature. The idea is to prepare them for when they get there. So if you can see in quarter 1, we cover unit 1 and 2, which is my family and I and my community and I. In quarter 2, if you can see, we have el tiempo y el espacio. En la literatura, we had the dualidad del ser. And then we have the other ones, which is la espiritualidad y la religión, spirituality and religion. And we had the intertextuality, which is the writer's craft. And in addition, we have the creative process and the time and space again in literature as part 2. In the process, we use the supporting materials like the arts, music, culture and history videos. We also study and analyze novels, short stories, poetry books, and in addition, articles and magazines. All with the purpose of preparing them for the AP Spanish language for next year and in the following year, AP Spanish literature. My academic expectations are quite high. I expect every student to be an active member in class by studying and participating in all the discussions that we have. Also, it is important that they take notes like they will do in college. Complete all the assignments and homework as assigned and turn them in on time. Furthermore, to take responsibility of their own actions succeeding or if they feel that they're failing in the class, we always have to have that positive mind, but also be responsible for it. Our classroom behavior expectations are that students must be on time for each class. They should be ready to learn. Phone is only allowed for academic purposes. They also should bring their Chromebook fully charged to class. In that way, we can keep the disruptions at a minimum. Students should be courteous with peers and with teachers, and also make sure that they don't have a hood on or a backpack in dark colors. They can use a clear one if they please, because it goes by what the district regulations are. We have to follow the rules. The technology tools that we use in this class are Google Classroom. We have Google Slides with embedded documents and videos, Padlet, screencastify YouTube videos for educational purpose. um, Digital textbook. Actually, in this class, we don't have a digital textbook, but we do have digital PDF for the material that they intended to learn and use in class. And of course, each student has a Chromebook that the district had provided. My grade distribution is as a follow. Activator has a value of 10%, so it is important that every day they're on time, in class, ready to go and do the activators. Participation, it must happen all the time. Classwork like taking notes and class assignments, they must be done every day. Homework is 15% of the grade, quizzes and group work 25%, and at the end of each unit, we had projects. Those students who failed to provide a project, then they has to take a test in order to get their 40%. And as a whole, we can see here 100%. We have a daily routine. And like I explained before, we have an activator. I believe I have a copy here in which we use Padlet. I post a question and they respond. In addition, I introduce the objective. You can see here we had the learning objective every day, we had the date, we had the essential question, and the agenda that is intended to be followed this particular day. We have a lot of questions. I like to use the Socratic methods. For me, it's important that they keep the mind sharp for all the different lectures, or sorry, literature texts that we analyze and all the work that we do in class. This is where students can go and search their assignments, the grades, and also one way to communicate. And this is the Classroom. Also, parents can access it anytime. If you have provided a email address, then you can see how your child is doing in class. Here you have an example of some of the work that your child does in class. For instance, here we're analyzing No Oyes Ladrar Los Perros by Juan Rulfo, and everything is designed for them. And once they study it, we discuss it in class, and that way we can have the mind very active critically. This is a project that they're working right now after we studied two short stories by two famous Mexican authors. And I can wait to see what they're going to present this coming week. Well, I want to thank you for coming to this Know Your School night. This is one way parents and students can reach me. They can email me to this address. Also, you can do it through Google Classroom. And for extra help, my day for help will be Wednesday from 2 to 2:40 in room before. If they want helping on a day, any other day, they can ask me and I will give you another day to work with them. I'm here for my students and I hope they understand that. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.